Today is the first day of our 5-day series on belly pooch. So, what is a belly pooch? It is where this lower area of the belly is pooching out. And it may not be something that you deal with all the time. It may be something that you only notice when you're doing certain exercises or towards the end of the day. But it's this lower ab area that is pooching out, and it actually can be the area of the rectus abdominis, this area along here that might be pulling together in what we call a bread loaf pattern when you are working out. So today what we are going to do is determine, do you have a low belly pooch or bread loafing? So all you're going to do is we're going to lay down on the floor, and we're just going to kind of test our body to see what is going on. So the first thing that we're doing is we are testing for diastasis recti, and that is a separation of your abs, your abdominals, your muscles, the rectus abdominis muscles. It's checking to see if they are split. So you're going to take your fingers. I usually start with 2 fingers. I'm going to place them this way, not this way, okay? So this way with the belly. And I'm going to start at my belly button. And I'm first going to see, you can press down on the belly button and first see what your fascial line is doing. So is it pushing in far, or is it nice and tight? Now, usually right at the belly button, it's going to be a little bit looser than it will be above or below, and that's normal. But you don't want a full sinking. If you have a full sinking, then we've got to work on strengthening the fascial line and the muscles surrounding that area. So you're taking your fingers, you're placing them at your belly button. And all you're going to do is a head lift, like you're getting ready to start a sit-up. We're not going to come all the way up because you'll notice that as you do that, your abs are going to start to close up around your finger. So you're going to first just start, you're going to press down gently. You're going to lift your head up and you're going to feel how far apart is your abdominal wall. So mine currently is a little bit more than a finger separation, and then you can also press down to see how far your fingers are able to go down with the fascia. So take note of what it is. You can have a wide separation with a very strong fascia. That is something you want to work on strengthening. But if your fascia is really, if you're able to push really deep into your area, then that's something I want you to reach out to me about, okay? Because not that it's anything concerning, but we've got to work on strengthening that before you do some of the exercises. The next thing is come up a little bit high. So I do it, like 2 finger spaces up. And you're going to do the same thing and see if you notice any kind of separation there. And again, if you feel anything. And then you're going to also go down lower than the belly button, and you're going to do the same thing. You may have to go under your pants. To feel that. So that's the first thing. That's going to be if you have diastasis recti. If you have diastasis recti or split abs, then you probably have a low belly pooch, or you have this bread loafing when you come up. And there are certain exercises that we're going to kind of discuss this week that you can be doing. The other thing is you might have a pretty good belly area, everything might be tight, but you have pressure problems. And it may have to do with C-sections and things like that. If you've had C-sections, the nerve endings down around this area are not responding as well. So you may have trouble with your pressure system. So our pressure system, our diaphragm, and our pelvic floor work in conjunction with one another. And based on our posture, it can change how they function, and they may no longer function together, which creates pressure, and pressure has to go somewhere. So it will either press out like a low belly pooch, press down like pelvic floor prolapse, or press up and create like rib flare type stuff. So don't worry, we're going to go through it all. So what you're going to do this time is you're just going to lift up, breathe, and I want a forceful breath out, and I want you to look down at your stomach and see what it's doing. So when you do this, when you forcefully breathe out or lift up, do you notice anything occurring in your belly region? Do you notice a pooch down low? Do you notice the rectus abdominis muscles lifting up into a bread loaf? What do you notice? Let me know what you notice so that I can kind of help guide you over the next 5 days. But that is basically where we're starting, is just seeing what it is you have. Is it diastasis recti? Because that is going to be certain things we want to work on. And then, or is it pressure control? Is it the way you breathe when you go through movements that's creating the low belly pooch? Okay? So those are the two things. Let me know in the comments below which one you notice. Do you notice anything different right now? Today is just paying attention to what you notice while you're doing those exercises to kind of see, just the head lift, to see what the belly is doing. So make sure to let me know down below, and I will see you again tomorrow.